I just turned this thing on. I said, forget it. I'm done. I'm absolutely finished with trying to pre plan and program and schedule and find time. And I have just been all over the fucking place these past couple of weeks. I missed last week's episode. And this thing only goes for like 10 weeks. So why the fuck are you missing episodes, Arish? Let me get centered for you guys real quick. Bro, fucking everything has been happening right now. And it doesn't help that for the first time since like Genshin Impact, I got sucked into another video game. So let's just start there, shall we? What happened since the last episode? Palworld came out. Palworld, if you don't know, is a Steam and Xbox game that came out, which originally was marketed as Pokemon with guns, and it turned into an Ark style survival game with creatures you capture to help you on your farm and your base and help you mine shit and help you build shit, and that's all. It's a survival game. It's not really a PvP battling RPG style game like Pokemon is. The first night I downloaded it was like 10 or 10:30 p.m. after work, after I was done with myself. I was like, you know what, let me try this. Because you had to get to pay for it. There's no microtransaction inside of it. $26.95 is what I paid for it. I bought Palworld. Started playing it at 10:30 p.m. I looked down the next time and it was 2:30 a.m. I was screwed. Factually screwed. Everything about it screwed. Like nothing good was going to happen from me playing Power World, and I said, "Fuck it." This is the first time this has happened since like 2020, where I've gotten like so sucked into a game. Let me just enjoy my time being addicted to something right now. That's not binge eating snacks, both of which are still detrimental to my health, and I'll explain why here in a second. Um, so I got addicted to playing Power World every single day. So every night I was up past 12 a.m. and was almost late to work almost every day the following morning because I kept waking up late. Along with that, my hives still haven't gotten better, right? I'm still itchier than a motherfucker. Um, and it turns out I'm allergic to like like only 5 things in my life. But one of them is grass that I think I have around me, and so it's constantly causing these hives now. Still trying to figure that out. But Pal World sucked in my life, sucked over my Pal World took over my life, and it basically moved anything in terms of reading out of the door. It moved everything in terms of creating content and videos and posts, and I basically just took a break from all of that while I was playing Pal World. That's literally all that happened. Was I still reading? A shit ton. But I switched from reading books because the last book I read, I was just like, I'm just bored of reading text right now. Let me go look at pictures and images. So I started reading manga and manhwa again, and I read like 10. I just sent my guy Canvas like 7 links this morning for all the stuff I read in January. Because I was just reading like tons of webtoons, manhwa, and manga uh the entire just month. I was still reading. Like if I wasn't playing Power World, I was reading manhwa. That's the only thing that was happening all month. Power World, manhwa, and then some other like life stuff happened in between there that we're not going to get into. Um, but basically, all my work type things, personal project type things, just dropped, and I just got the text that my fiance is heading over. Um, So I will might have to break this podcast in the middle, then come back to it afterwards. So, like I was saying, um, what was I saying? My life's been in shambles. Okay, I stopped going to the gym. I've been eating very poorly. I'm starting to gain weight in the wrong places because my metabolism is officially slowing down at the age of 26 because of all this shit that's been going on. I can't get myself outside and to be active. I just want to sit indoors and read or play games. So I'm in like that phase of life right now because my work does not involve that. Therefore, I want to do that on my personal time. But then I also have these goals and aspirations I want to achieve on also on my personal time, and I don't have time to do all of that at once all the time. My brain wants to do that every single day. Like I want to be able to read, work out, take videos, um do other things. Like I want to do everything every single day. I can't do everything every single day. So all that's been happening, and that's why I also missed last week's episode because I was playing Palworld and I didn't want to turn on the camera. Honestly, I should have just turned on the camera, talked to you guys as like a podcast, and still played the game while I was doing it. I should have done that, but today I was like, I'm sick of it. Just turn the fucking camera on, start talking, and just go, just go. So that's kind of what everything that's been happening over the past 2 weeks or so. Um, and I'm basically coming out of that because once I realized how long it'd been since I'd done anything, I was like, well, you might as well just go the rest of January with it and then start again in Feb. So now that it's Feb 1st when I'm recording this, I'm just trying to get back on the ball a little bit, get back on like the work, like trying to find a consistent workout thing that I will enjoy doing. Therefore, I will commit to it, along with trying to find like those pockets of time that I used to have where I would record and post and do all these things. The weekends are a big thing for that too. I also need to take care of the house, and I have house things coming up. Um, that's been me. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing today? How are you doing? How have you been? What's been going on? You tell me what's been going on. Me personally have been struggling with time management and just overall joy of working because I've in the past like how many ever months I've actually I enjoyed the working aspect. I enjoyed planning. I enjoyed recording, editing, posting, reading. Enjoyed all these things that I told myself is like personal work, but at the same time, it's just got to where like okay, now that something disrupted it, it's hard to get back on. And personal, like my actual job itself has been very slow, but because that job's been slow, but I still have to commit my hours to there, it's been like I get home, my mind's just numb from doing nothing versus numb from doing so much. And I think that's kind of the problem right now is I've had such a long period of like I've had a long stint of time where I was doing so much every day and then it turned into not doing as much every day, but feeling like I need to do so much every day. And now and then once everything just stopped, it's like, ooh, I love doing nothing. I'm very chill coded. That's slang for my personality is just overall chill. It's not overall work. I'm not a worker. I don't just sit there and think, oh, I need to do something. I sit here and if I'm chilling, I'm chilling. My priority is chilling, then working versus working in order to then chill. That's just how I am. So that's kind of the issue is because I'm so chill coded. I want to chill more than I want to work. So if I have to work, like if I have to record the podcast like I had to do last week and I didn't, I was like I'm just prioritizing chilling. Forget it. It's not really conducive to success. So, but I just let myself have those 2 weeks or that week and a half that it was because at this point it'll be 2 weeks because it was a good time. Like it was just a good time for my brain and my soul just to get sucked into a game, play the game, not worried about anything else, not literally worry about nothing, read good fiction stories and play good fiction game. That's just what I want in life. This is all just to achieve that in life. That's basically it. That being said, I haven't read more of Ali Abdal's book. And I apologize for that because I really wanted to. So I'll read some for it for the next time. I have a lot of stuff to actually catch up on. I have to catch up on all the Percy Jackson episodes because if you didn't know, I post all my like live reactions to those each episode on all my socials and on YouTube on Intro Archives. And then I need to catch up on these podcasts. I need to catch up on reading like Ali Abdal's Feel Good Productivity because that's the book of the season. I need to make sure I read that book, notate it. I also post like little like the notes that I get from the book. I record myself annotating it, and then I post those like notes that I have for myself also online for you guys. Um, so I need to catch up on all that. So here in the next couple of days will be a lot of bulking and catching up, which I'm kind of a little bit excited for, of getting back to like what felt comfortable, which was like all this work. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Besides that, sorry, I'm also very fidgety. So if I have anything like a ring on my hand, I fidget with it all the time. What what else do I talk about? I can't even talk about anything else. I'm so lame. Oh, I do want to talk about something actually. Um, I lied to you guys. I had nothing to talk about, and I thought I could like magically like bring something to life that I was like, oh, I do have something to talk about. Here it is, and then nothing left my brain. Absolutely zero amounts of anything left my brain. The past two podcasts honestly have been very useless in my opinion. In terms of me as like a person who's casting podly, like it's just been very useless. So let me figure that out. Let me actually like try and put an effort like I did in season one instead of like putting in no effort and trying to do it casually for season two. Imagine season two being worse than season one. I'm joining a stereotype of media where season two is worse than season one. No. Okay. Anyways, I just want to record this and get it out to you guys and talk to you guys. Next week we'll be back on a regularly scheduled banter and um, fun nonsense and educational nonsense and topics and shit like that. But for now, I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.